everybody, welcome back. So we are doing another Scraplift Crafternoon, and this time we are scraplifting Crafty Queen Cat, and her page is just beautiful. It's this background, I guess you'll see it up here, background plaid with just some simple embellishments, a title, and a little bit of journaling. And so in my wheelhouse, this page really speaks to me. So I'm going to be replicating that with a little bit different in that I have an acetate sheet from Paige Evans Wonder. I am going to stick that on a solid white sheet of cardstock and use that for my background. I've been hoarding this paper, wanting to use it, and needing an opportunity where it can shine. So we're going to have this, and then we're going to have just a few other embellishments. We'll pull from the embellishments. As you guys know, I'm trying to kill this collection. We are super close to killing this collection. Doing a picture of John and I meeting some friends of ours that are not on social media. So we will not be removing this sticky note. But doing that as our main picture. So we're going to do that, build around it. And I think this one's going to be quick. So I'm going to see if we can do this live. So we'll see what happens. I think I can do this as a rather quick page and show y'all that scrapbooking doesn't have to take forever. Isn't that great? So I've pulled the acetate off, and now just to decide if it's double-sided, I think the gold is on this side. And now how are we going to attach this, you're going to ask? So we're going to pick where we're pretty sure our picture is going to go. And in our case, just like in her photo, she kind of has it to the bottom, and then she has the embellishments kind of going up. We're going to put it there. We're going to attach this with glue right at that point. So yes, it is going to kind of stick up everywhere else. Okay, so that is going to be our background paper. And how exciting is that, that we have the kind of background paper that we can use, and it's just, oh, it's just gorgeous. So now what do I have in here for papers to use as a mat for my photo? I have this dark one, not quite big enough. Oh, I might have this blue. Oh, let's just go with this blue. And look, it's just basically the right size. Okay. Let's kick that out. Now, one of the differences is because my paper is a little more, it's obviously acetate. I'm going to have a place to journal. So we will have to look for that as well. But let's go through and find all the stuff we have in here. What I'm really looking for is this. Okay. And one of the things we could still do is fussy cut out some butterflies. So I'm going to leave that paper because we might still do that. But let's see what we have in here. First and foremost, could we journal on this? It's a little big, isn't it? But let's leave that out. Okay, we've got now, just like she had, we're going to start thinking about a few. I want a flower. I want a dragonfly. I want a bird. Blue is actually probably better. And now let's see what else we have in the handy dandy mix here. I don't think I want the flowers. I think what I want to do is focus on the bugs. So I've got a bee. I'm just going to add some of the butterflies and the dragonflies and this one little bird. I may end up not using that bird. Let's see what else I have. I think I want to do all, and I'm going to call them bugs, but you know what I mean. I got another dragonfly and another bee. I have a lot of flowers, y'all. A lot of flowers that we'll have to use next time. Okay. Let's take that piece of paper that I just had, and I don't know what I did with it because that's what happens. Let's fussy cut a couple butterflies. And we're going to put Smile Big, which I also just had, and I don't know what it, oh, there it is. Smile Big. This is going to be a quick page, but we're following the scrap lift and I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. Let's cut out a few butterflies. What color don't we have? I don't have an orange. I don't have a green or a yellow. Okay, so we're gonna fussy cut these. I am loving these scrap lifts. This is kind of like a lot of my style, this page, which is minimal embellishments, focus on the picture and the paper. And I love a graphic paper. In her case, it was a plaid. In my case, it's a floral. But for this scrap lift, if you're looking to scrap lift it, that's one of the things that I would focus on is, hey, did you see how wonderful it is to let a good graphic piece of paper kind of shine with minimal embellishments and kind of making it the star of your layout. And that's what I did here is I am making this really beautiful acetate shine. I will add my journaling and a few other little things to it, but that's it. And you spent a lot of money on paper, so you might as well let those pieces of paper that are really the stars of the show be the stars of the show because they deserve it. And the one thing we may end up fast forwarding here is me fussy cutting these butterflies out. So probably as I'm sitting here talking, I am going to fast forward all of this out. So hopefully you'll see me just a second after I have cut out all of these butterflies. I'm back. I have cut out everything. So the one thing I am doing is lifting up the picture and moving it over a little bit so that I have room for this lovely tag. I'm saved one blue flower and I cut out an extra butterfly to put on the tag. So we're going to do that. This one is already kind of to the side, so I thought that would work out. And then I'll be able to journal here. Let's adhere these lovely bugs and butterflies. And we are going to put foam underneath a lot of their wings so that we can have some dimension. in them. I'm going to have to cut some of this foam. So let's put this down. And then I think after the journaling, we'll be done with this page. Quick page, fun page. I love this is one of the my most favorite ones we've had in a while. Absolutely love how this has turned out. And what I usually do is I put the foam on one side of a butterfly so that it looks kind of like it's coming off the page. So one of the wings is lifted up and one of them is not. That's just something that I like to do. Doesn't mean you have to do it. We're going to put, I think we'll put foam on both sides of these dragonflies though. Oh, super fun. I don't know if you guys can see the dimension, but it is just fun. And the little bee, I think, is just gonna it's just gonna be hanging out over here straight onto the page. Let's pull this foam tape off. So it's a little different video, not as much edited, more of a process. I can do that with these kind of pages because it's not going to take forever. I know some people really like the long videos, and then other people, I know this will shock y'all, but people complain. They complain. It's amazing. I know you're thinking to yourself, why would I spend my time going on YouTube and complaining to people? But some people do complain and they don't like the long videos. So tell me in the comments if you've watched this. Do you like this kind of video where it's more of a watching me kind of do the page live, or do you prefer the edited? I really try to keep my videos to 10 minutes. That's like my ultimate goal is a 10-minute video because I feel like that's the amount of time that I would want to watch somebody talk about a scrapbook page. But I'm interested. I'm starting to get more followers, which is kind of unbelievable to me. I never thought I would have 500 people watching me scrapbook, and it's such a blessing, and I am so excited about it. But that also means that I want to know what it is you're watching me for, what you like, what you don't like, and so that I can make sure that I'm making videos that you want to watch and that you find enjoyable. I like to watch ones where they're using different collections and where you're seeing kind of different ways to do things. So that is what I focus on is, how am I using these collections? What do I find interesting about the collections? What are some tips and tricks for either getting your scrapbooking done fast or using your stuff in different ways? But what are the things that you like to see? So obviously you've taken the time to watch me with this page, which quite frankly is uber cute. And I am loving how these butterflies are looking. Look at that. That is so fun. And compare it to what's up there, how she had those leaves of different colors. It works. Now, hers popped a little bit more because she had the black outline on her leaves. I could have taken each one of these bugs and outlined them maybe in a navy or something. Didn't do that, but I think you can still see them, and it's really cool. Anyway, I am very excited about this page. Not that I'm not excited about my other pages, but this one I just think is fun. And I do love that something that I have been trying to use for a while, which is all these butterflies. I think I've had this butterfly paper out a few times and said, "Oh, I really need to use this paper," and I haven't had a chance to use it. So this is just it's kind of a twofold thing that I'm excited about. Thing number one is I like how the page is turning out. Thing number two, I finally fussy cut these butterflies. I think it's been 4 pages that I've been like, oh, maybe I'll fussy cut some butterflies. Finally had a great page opportunity to do that. So fun times. Let's do this last little butterfly. Oh, has a little curl on its wings. So now the last thing we need to do is add our journal spot here. The shim has been working a lot better and it's been keeping this good. It's just there's still times when it comes off the rail. But you know what? We're still making it work. I will journal on that. I do want to find, and I think I have in, let's just look what I got here. I have one more little sticker from the sticker books. Happens to be green, so that's perfect that I can put there. So we'll journal on this, but this is my final page with us meeting friends and super fun. Oh, I didn't put the title on. You guys almost let me just get so far without putting the title on. And just like she has it, it's going to nestle in on all of my bugs. Smile. Use this cute little star thing. Smile big. Okay. Almost forgot the title. That would have been very bad. So there's my page, my scrap lift. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm hoping that I can fit this in a 10-minute video. We'll find out. Don't even know how long this took. So I will see you next week when we scrap lift someone else.